Was there volunteering every Saturday. Sabi namin, nung girlfriend-boyfriend pa lang kami, siguro dito na tayo titira. Siguro dito na tayo bubuo ng pamilya. Siguro, dito na tayo mamamatay. Kasi sabi namin, kung mapapagbago natin yung mga kabataan dito, siguro magpapasalamat sa ating mga anak natin. Kasi ginawa natin yung future nila na safe at kaya nila mabuhay na masaya tulad natin. Kasi imaginein mo kung yung mga adik, mamamatay tao doon sa payatas, ang siyang tatarap sa dibdib ng isa sa mga anak namin. Siguro pagsisisihan namin pero hindi na namin maibabalik yung mga anak namin. But now, no regrets. We started when we were young, and now we are very a young family, having our own kids, very young, and opening them to the lives not just of poverty, of living with poor family, but actually understanding where they're coming from and giving love that they deserve. We believe that Filipinos deserve not just education, but quality education. We believe that each Filipino deserves to live a life to its fullest. And that's our inspiration, and that motivates us to keep forward until the end of our race.
Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat for sharing your young life, the very inspiring young life with all of us. The next award is co-presented by Coca-Cola Philippines and is here to introduce its recipient. Let's all welcome on stage Attorney Adele Tamayo.
Good evening. This family knows no boundaries, both literally and figuratively. Based in San Jose, California, their visit to their ancestral home in Paniki, Tarlac motivated them to take an active role to address the gaps in education. So they gathered textbooks, school materials, and other essentials from various donors in San Jose and institutionalized the process of gathering these through an organization that they founded, and they called it the Children's Health Education Fund Foundation. Not only does this family prove that our unique set of Filipino values is instilled in Filipino families wherever they may be, but they also powerfully demonstrated that these values can have an impact even halfway around the world. Let's watch this.
We started this advocacy because we want to help the needy children who are deserving, for otherwise they would have no chance of improving themselves and to better their life. We focus on the children because children are the future of the country.
Looking to address the lack of books and libraries in various areas of the Philippines, retired U.S. Navy officer Juvenal Castro and his wife Perlin started the Children's Health Education Fund Foundation. The advocacy collects books and other school supplies in the U.S. and ships them to various barangays and towns in the Philippines.
I firmly believe in my advocacy of sending books because education is a must for everybody. So many of our children in the Philippines are hungry of reading materials, and school supplies.
It is our hope that in the future, the children who are benefited from our advocacy will be able to show to their community and the country that they are different.
Since 2010, the foundation has donated over 500 pallets worth of books, school supplies, toys, computers, and clothes. This is funded in part by the family at an estimated cost of $200,000 US, the bulk of which covers the shipping cost.
The grand vision I had for our foundation is to establish a source of funding by donors who are touched by the need of indulgent children. Right now, the one thing that's hampering our work is the lack of funding. The books are there, but there's no money to send them.
The project first started in Panikitanlac, but has since expanded to include communities who need and request books from the foundations. Around 40 pallets of books are scheduled to be sent to Bacolod Leyte this year.
The major changes I've seen in the people are an increased sense of importance. They feel like someone cares enough to go out of their way to help them become better. I've seen their happiness and smiles on their faces, which decreases their stress, makes them more productive, and helps them move their mind to a more positive space.
As news of their advocacy spreads, donations are steadily increasing from various sources, and the family hopes to continue their work for years to come.
Nagsimula po ang lahat sa pagtulong ng Pamilya Castro sa amin. Mula po nung nakilala ko po siya sa plaza ng Paliki, binigyan niya po ko ng pangkabuhayan na tricycle, tindahan, inalaga ng hayop. Siyempre po hindi mo mawawala ng mga libro para po sa kabataan na nakatayo po ngayon sa aming lugar. Nakatulong po ng malaki po sa mga kabataan. Dahil unang-una po wala nga po library sa Tarlac. Kung wala po kayo, siguro po hanggang ngayon iwawalis pa rin po kami sa plato. Siguro po hindi po kami ganito ngayon. Kundi dahil po sa inyo, hindi po gumanda yung buhay namin. Sa inyo po mag-asawa, thank you very much po.
Our motivation for helping people is simple. It is the joy of seeing someone smile and say thank you. And also, it is what God wants. It is our expression of our gratitude to God for the things that He bestowed on us and our family.
In my Christian belief, one of the traits that we have learned is to help other people who are in need. And it is God's blessing that we are able to pursue this type of advocacy. When it's God's will, it shall be done.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Castro family. We have Mr. and Mrs. Juvenal and Early Castro with son Jay.
Congratulations once again, Castro family. Good evening, Castro family. You've proven that there are no boundaries to spreading goodness. Question is, how do you inspire and convince your community in San Jose to help out other Filipino communities from halfway around the world?
Well, first off, I want to say, jolly evening, everybody, with a Coca-Cola smile.
I like that.
I think there's really only one way to really do that to inspire people back in the United States is to get them to eat more Jollibee chicken and drink tons of Coke. That's about it.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So really, honestly, I think, it's really through God's strength, period. It's, with God, anything is possible. I really think that, we could sit here and try to inspire other people, share our story, share what is happening here in the Philippines, how that benefits everybody. But I really, truly think the way people back in the United States are going to get inspired is through the kids that we help. So if we continue sending books, school supplies, anything that they need, pretty soon these kids, families in the Philippines will be able to sing about their joy, dance about their happiness in their hearts, and be able to have the skills to be able to go back and actually be the true inspirations to the people in the United States to come back, help the kababayan in the Philippines.
Thank you so much. Well said. I think Sir wants to add something. Go ahead.
Yes, I would like to add something, but my son said, Dad, don't talk because you talk too much. But again, what can I say, right? This is our opportunity to let everybody know that this amount will stay here. My son thought that I will take it home back to San Jose. No way, I said. No way, Jose. Right, sonny boy? You're not gonna hold this money. We will use this, as you said, how many containers this can be, useful, right? This is 140-foot container. And as a member of the Jollibee family values, I heard from many of you as my new family that you are hungry and begging for books, correct? I believe you. So again, I am challenged that this amount will double. I know I don't have that money, but we will double this so we will be able to send you more books, especially for those who are our new family. So this, I cannot afford $300,000, right? But I can afford $6,000. So, son, don't complain, start working. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Awesome family. The Castro family, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations again. And to all our presenters, thank you for introducing each winning family and for sharing to all of us tonight a piece of their story. Once again, let's all give everybody who went up on stage a round of applause.
A round of applause to the kind and humble hearts that we meet or have met here tonight. Hearing your advocacies is enough proof that you deserve to stand on this stage and enough inspiration to lead by example to our other families. So maraming salamat sa inyong lahat.
So tama yun, Jen. And just imagine, how kindness begets kindness. And the beneficiaries of these families have a better chance at life and will soon, in turn, be family advocates themselves. Your selfless deeds today engrave your legacy in creating a better nation.
That's right, Andre. And to pay tribute to our honorees this year, let us welcome back on stage, together with Jonas Okite, Mr. Jed Bedela